You can't stop the gains, fam. You can't stop the gains. Here comes daddy. Here comes daddy. Here comes daddy gains. The gorilla is angry. Oh, oh, oh. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. Let's do it, fam. Gains.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Bam. Oh. Testing. Test. Testicles. Testing. Testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 774 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, and Sleazecast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, fam? Welcome on all the platforms. Welcome on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. Everywhere. Papa Swolio is live. And of course, you can catch the podcast on Apple Podcast, SoundCloud, and another one hopefully soon. You got to let Papa Swolio get to the crew, so I'll let you know when that goes down. I'm excited. What's going on, Lynn, John, Holly, Amanda, Rachel, Dennis? Everyone is here. Welcome to the quintuple, the sextuple cast. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Periscope now. I'm everywhere. And it's just like, where else is there? Is there anywhere else that people go live, really? If there was, I mean, if you can go live on Snapchat, I probably would. Knowing me, I got to leave no platform unturned. But welcome, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I crushed chesticles, my man titties, earlier. I feel good about that. So while you're coming in the door, make sure you drop what you hit today. If you trained already, what did you train? What did you smash? What'd you smash, Instagram? What'd you smash, Facebook? Twitch is hot right now. What's going on, Twitch? What's going on, T-Bones? What's up, fam? What's a good word? What up, Pimp? What up, Lonnie? Yo, so today, fam, today is a huge nutrition episode. I had like a little, I don't want to say epiphany, but I just had an urge. I had some great intro conversations, some orientation calls with new members of Swolenormous X this morning. And I just got fired up with a specific topic. I just wanted to pour it back onto you. You know, I always want to give back. I always want to give the gains back. I got to give y'all some gains back. And I have something awesome to drop. It's gonna be some rage. If you're ready to attack your week, you're ready just to absolutely like fucking smash, this is the episode for you, because I'm gonna lay the nutrition hammer on you. The nutrition hammer. Doing legs in 30 minutes, chest and tries ignite. There you go, Tyler. Have a good workout, brah. What's up, Nicholas on Twitch? What's up, fam? So, the nutrition hammer, what does that mean? As you all know, no further ado, I'm excited. I'm excited to lay this hammer upon thee. I've been doing some new stuff. I've been really doing some structural things. I got some new podcast art, which is excited. I updated that. So if you're on Apple Podcast, you'll see the new cover pic. I'm trying to get put it out there. Trying to get this bad boy up on Spotify. So if you have any Spotify fans, I hope they approve me. They should. I don't see why they wouldn't. I'm the most consistent podcaster alive. Well, maybe not the most. Well, actually, I'm daily. There are a bunch of daily podcasts out there, but why wouldn't you let Papa Swolio? On? So hopefully that happens that way. Android users have another way of getting, or all of you have another way of accessing me, because you got SoundCloud, you got Apple Podcasts. So hopefully I get on there. I'm new to Spotify. I would love for this to get on. I have to wait for them to approve me, which they should. They absolutely should. So with nutrition, the nutrition hammer that I want to talk about the elimination diet today. I want to talk about the elimination process. I want to talk about inflammatory foods. I want to talk about the most important aspect, the most important result that you will get from doing an elimination process. And the reason why this is so important is because I'm getting a sense in the community, I'm just getting a sense in general that there's a misconception with what benefits you get from doing something like this, the benefits that you get from doing an anti-inflammatory elimination process, like what actually happens as a result of this. And I want to make it very clear. I want to be very upfront with the benefits, and I want to be very upfront with what you can expect and why you don't know what to expect, and why that's the most important aspect of it. And that's the truth. That's the truth. You don't know what to expect until you do the elimination. And what that means is there are many, many foods that you can consume. There are many, many real foods that you can consume. Real foods. Real foods. We're not talking about fake food. We're talking about real food. And before I get into what some of those real foods are, some of those foods that you can eliminate, you know, there's a general categories that you can really just chop out from the beginning. But I did a video, and I got a tag. I got a tag on Instagram. From someone. I get tagged in a bunch of videos. I get tagged in videos and posts like, what do you think about this, Papa Swole? What do you think about this? You know, tag at Swolenormous, which is cool because it gives me content to rage about. It gives me stuff to go over. And this one post was from some other fitness dude. I forget who it was. And it was something about diet cola or diet soda. And the post was something along the lines of, do what makes you feel right. There's no research this way or that diet sodas are bad for you. So do what feels right for you. If you feel like having it, don't listen to all the haters that say it's the worst thing in the world because there aren't scientific studies that prove this, that, and the other. And I got really fucking pissed off. Because this is the hand-holding, coddling bullshit that perpetuates illness and just fucking problems in our society, let alone just the fitness industry. This is the bullshit that people say so that people like them. This is the bullshit that people say. This is the bullshit that gets passed around that, oh, if it's right for you, or you don't know, you don't know because there's no study that proves that diet soda is bad for you. There's no study that Diet Coke is bad for you. So what? There's no study that shows that diet soda is bad for you. And my response to that bullshit is that you don't need a scientific study to explain how jumping off a bridge is bad for you either. You know, if you jump off a bridge, you're going to fucking die. It's called common sense. It's called logic. It's called having half a fucking brain above your neck. That's what it means. It's common fucking sense. It's common fucking sense to understand that it's not good for you. It doesn't mean you can't have abs if you have diet soda. It doesn't mean you can't have the physique you want. It doesn't mean you can't lose weight. We're not talking about weight loss. We're not talking about muscle building. I'm talking about cancer. I'm talking about consuming a fake food. It's fake. You can't go out in the woods and find Diet Coke, Mountain Dew. You can't find that shit. And one of the major reasons why you're not going to find a study that proves that it's bad for you is because, one, a scientific study doesn't prove shit. Even if it shows something, you still need to do multiple studies over and over and over and over again to have any kind of resemblance of proving anything, because you could do one study and then do another study and it shows the opposite. Oh, wow, these are inconsistent. Let's test it again. First off, it takes so much money to run one of these studies. Do you have millions of dollars lying around that you're going to test with this? Not only that, it has to be a large enough sample population. It has to be controllable enough. And if it's large and controlled and everything, it's going to be more and more expensive. There are so many factors in health that you can't always pinpoint one thing. And doesn't it make sense that the food companies, the major chemical corporations, all these massive multi-billion dollar companies, is there any doubt in your mind why these things don't get tested? Do you fucking think that Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Nestle, Kraft, any of these major corporations want clinical studies on their products showing that they're cancerous and that they're fucking causing problems? They make these artificial sweeteners and colorings and stuff in fucking labs. You need a study to prove that they're not good for you? Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your fucking mind? It's this kind of bullshit that makes people think that they can have it with good conscience. You're giving, and this is someone with a couple 100,000 followers on Instagram. You have influence, you have sway. And I just saw this. I can't stand this kind of bullshit. I can't stand this kind of bullshit. It's absolutely ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. And I don't care if it has sugar or not. It's absolutely stupid and dangerous and reckless and harmful to tell people that it's okay. I'm not going to fucking lie to you. I'm also going to sit here and tell you that I don't give a shit whether you drink soda or not. Diet or otherwise. That's up to you. I'm here to tell you that's fucking bad for you. And I don't believe that you need me to tell you that it's bad for you. It should be common sense. It's bad for you. It's fake. You can't find that in the world. It's created in a fucking lab. And just because you drink it and you don't die right away doesn't mean it's not going to cause you illness later on. Oh, I only have a couple per week. Okay. You have 3 per week. How many weeks in a year? 52. That means you're having 160 fucking sodas every year. After 10 years, you're having 1,600 sodas. You don't think that's going to add up in your body? You don't think that might cause some problems? Everyone's different. We don't have it all figured out when it comes to genetics. We don't have it all figured out when it comes to science. I am completely open to that. I don't know everything either. What I'm also saying is if you have a study that proves it's wrong or good for you, hey, it's not harmful. Or let's say, or if it is harmful, you're going to have these same fucking people, these same goddamn jabronis that are going to say, well, it was a small population. You can't base all your answers on and all your results on one test. Absolutely true. So it doesn't matter if there are 5 studies, there's always something to pick at. Oh, but that was done with mice. That was done with older people. That was only done with 50 people. That's not a big enough sample size. All true. All fucking true. I will just tell you that I don't need a scientific study that shows that Diet Coke is bad for you. Anyone that's saying that is a fucking dumb piece of shit. Anyone saying that is a dumb piece of shit. Straight up, you're an idiot. You're an idiot if you think you need a scientific study to prove that it's not good for you. You're tricking your body. You're consuming wasteful calories, just wasteful liquid. You're not hydrating yourself. A lot of these things do come down to quantity. But if it's not good, why have any of it? You don't need it. It's not giving you energy. It's not giving you results. It's not helping you. This gets compounded for people that are, if you're struggling with results, look, if you're getting results, you're crushing the gym, you're doing everything right. Let's say you look great and you want to have a Diet Coke. That's your choice. It's still not good for you. Is it going to crush you? If I have a Diet Coke, is it going to destroy my abs? Are my muscles going to disappear? No, probably not. Am I going to notice differences in my physique? Maybe not. It's still going through my body. It's still getting absorbed. I don't want that shit a part of my system. It's not good for you. You do not need a scientific study to know that. If you need to have a scientific study to know that Diet Cola, regular cola, any kind of cola and soda and all this shit, if you need a scientific study to show that it's bad, you're a fucktard. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care how many people. Of course, I looked in the comments and there's so many people supporting. I love this page. I love this shit. Of course you fucking do. You fucking sheep. Of course you fucking love the page because someone that seemingly has knowledge, you would think, is giving you the excuse that you want Daddy's giving you permission to eat a piece of candy, essentially. Okay? It's like me sitting here and telling you to jump off a bridge and then you go do it and then, oh, but that was a bad idea. No shit. You need a scientific study to prove that it was going to hurt when you landed, that it was going to kill you. That's the kind of stuff that we're dealing with. Everyone's looking for an arm around their shoulder. Everyone's looking for a handout. Everyone's looking for an excuse to do the wrong thing. You make excuses for everything. You want to stay up late and watch a show. You want to drink a soda. Well, it's not going to harm me. There's no scientific studies that shows that's bad for me. And then you have a soda with a clear conscience. You know, it's no skin off my nose. It's no skin off my taint. If you want to have a fucking soda, if you want a diet soda, I don't care. But it's garbage. It's garbage. Blackwater, stop trolling, you fucktard. Whitey ain't ever gonna tell me to do shit. Watch your step, bun ass head. You're an idiot. I don't care what color you are. You're an idiot. 0 gains made from soda. 0. Absolutely 0. Absolutely 0. Holly, I've been raised to know how shitty soft drinks are. They're awful. They're so bad, fam. They're so bad. Absolutely terrible. So anyway, that started this whole thing off. And I don't mind when you tag me in things. I mean, it's great content. I didn't think about it ahead of time. I could have brought it up on the show. Maybe I'll bring it up tomorrow. I don't know. I forget where I saw it. If anyone else sees it, if anyone else sees a post, I don't know. The guy has a lot of followers, I remember. So some of you might have seen it today. I think it was today or yesterday. But it's not the first time I've seen stuff like that. No arms around the shoulder. No one's holding your hand because no one cares. No one cares. I don't personally care if you have a soda. It doesn't affect me because I'm not drinking a soda. If you're holding me down and pouring a soda over my face, yeah, it's going to affect me, so I have some issue with that. But if you're on your own, make the right decisions. Make the right fucking decisions and stop making excuses. Stop setting yourself up so you can make excuses. It's bullshit. And it pains me to see people that are influential in the industry. Influential people that are completely misleading. Completely misleading. And from what I saw, from where I glanced, because I was really upset, so I just got really pissed off. So I left the page, but I did see some other stuff. Apparently, I think it's some kind of like calorie. He's one of those calorie counters. Oh, you can eat certain things, eat all these foods. As long as you limit your calories, you can lose weight if you eat. Yeah, sure. If you're eating foods that have inflammatory. I see a lot of people in the comments when we first start in. What have you eliminated? Let's get that going again. Every time I talk about the elimination diet, everyone usually chimes in. What have you eliminated? Those of you that are either in Swolenormous X that are members, those of you that have listened to my content and have actually done the elimination, those of you that have done an elimination, what have you eliminated and what did you see as a result? And I'm especially curious for those people that have eliminated and it wasn't like a major part of their nutrition. Like they eliminated something small and they noticed a massive difference, because that just goes to show how little you need to send yourself off the rails. You know, if you've done an elimination, then you have a piece or half a slice of bread and it blows you up. Think about how much that is. That's nothing. Some people have like multiple slices of bread a day. And if you do an elimination, then come back with like half a slice of bread, all of a sudden you're like, holy crap. And it blows you up. You realize it doesn't take much to fuck your body up. That's how soda acts. That's how Diet Coke and these things act. Grains, chicken, pasteurized milk from Dom on YouTube, Michelle on Facebook. Dairy, grains, legumes, definitely see a difference. What is okay, so these are some major ones that and anyone that's watching the comments, you can see these are some of the common things to eliminate. So everyone's doing great so far that I'm seeing. What have you I want to know what you've had as a bad experience coming back. What have you had like after the elimination? What did you try and that destroyed you, right? What did you try after the elimination? You know, when you came back, what did you try that really crushed you? Eliminated soda and I feel alive. Jessica Robinson, eliminated dairy, processed food, any liquid that isn't water or coffee, dropped 40 pounds in 6 months. And that's not from restricting calories, right? This is no one's counting calories here. Or are any of you actually like restricting and counting calories? It's okay. It's okay if you count calories, but as long as you've done an elimination first, then it's much more okay. Eliminated dairy and bread. I have eliminated dairy and soy. I've been dairy free for a long time and it helps my digestion. And soy I've had on and off for a while, and I've realized now that soy doesn't help my bowels at all. Grains do not affect me, though. Pizza, bread, Southern style, gravy, soda, dairy bread. Dairy's a big one. All right, so Jessica, the one that I said lost 40 pounds in 6 months, she says no counting calories. Well, that sounds like a big improvement in lifestyle. You're not counting calories and you eliminated crap. So fundamentally, if you're new to the podcast, drop a comment if you're new. And if you are new, you might not be familiar with the elimination process and what we discuss and what we all really hold dear to our hearts in terms of the fundamental aspect and the fundamental approach to our nutrition is it's more important what you're eating rather than the quantity to start. The most important thing is what you're eating, not how much from the beginning. Okay? Oh, there you go. Exactly. So Jessica, not initially counting calories. Now she checks her macros to get abs. Well, you can tweak things. I mean, there's higher levels. There's the generality, there's the big clean sweep. But then once you know how much you're consuming, I mean, once you know what bothers you, once you know what bothers you and what feels good, what doesn't feel good, what your body reacts well to, what your body reacts poorly to, then you can start looking at how much you're consuming. But not before you know what the best foods are, not before you apply that, not before you look into that. Dom on YouTube, oatmeal destroyed me when I tried it after a couple weeks of elimination. It gave me quite a lot of gas and brain fog. Chicken wings hurt. I'm off to work now. Thanks, Papa. You're welcome, Holly. So when it comes to the elimination, it's the inflammatory foods, dairy, grains, legumes, peanut butter included. That's the legume. What I say? Dairy. Okay, so dairy products. What else did I say? Breads, grains, pastas, those types of things. Okay, those are some general things to eliminate. Let's see. What's your training and education in? Over 18 years in fitness. I have a degree in exercise science. I had all the top certifications. I've taught for NASM and I've done work with, P90X. I've done video shoots and Xbox video games. I've done a lot of stuff in the industry. I've opened gyms. I've done everything, pretty much everything I've done everything. Really, my only area of lack of expertise is like MMA. I took some Brazilian jiu-jitsu classes, but I didn't stick with it. That was a while ago. So that's really the only area where, I'm not too educated on that. I don't really know much about the sport. I like watching it. It's competition, but I don't really, I don't follow it or anything like that. Definitely staying away from dairy and grains for good. What classifies as a legume? Beans, peanuts, stuff like that. Don't question Mr. Swole. You can question me. That's cool. I don't mind if you question me. There's not many things to question me about. I don't speak out of my area of expertise. I don't speak out of my lane. I talk about what I know about because that's the only thing that's going to give value to you. I know fitness. I know what works for me. I know what works for thousands of my members, clients from the past. I know what works for me and I want to share that because it works for a lot of people. So it's time to get louder and shout it from the rooftops because anyone that's not counting calories, anyone that's doing the elimination, that's doing this type of training and seeing great results, it means it works. And if you're struggling, it's time to step it up. It's time to stop focusing on counting calories and start looking at the foundational things that you're consuming. Exactly, Michelle. Do the elimination diet and see for yourself. It's all the proof you need. The only Don on Twitch, why you shirtless? Because I can be. And I feel like it. And it's hot as fuck in here. And I like giving my nips. I like the breeze that goes across my nips. It makes them hard as shit. So you wanted to know. Your beard is better. Okay. I don't know what that means. Your beard is better. Good for you, bro. I'm glad. I'm glad you have a beard. I don't count calories. Good. So when you do an elimination, let's talk about this. Yeah, because Florida, because it's hot as shit in Florida. Let's talk about this elimination and what you're going to get from it, and also what you don't expect. What you don't expect to get from it. With an elimination, you are going to get rid of highly inflammatory foods. You're going to, after 6 weeks, you're going to bring them back one at a time, testing them. Okay, this is a general concept. I'm not going to go into all the details. Now, what you are going to receive is just information, is feedback. You're resetting your body to resensitize it to these foods. You're resensitizing your body because your body creates defenses for dairy and for grains and for all these things that don't serve human beings. Your body creates defenses against these foods. Your body gets used to being inflamed. Your body gets used to being defensive, and you stop noticing from a very young age because you eat most of these things. You consume milk every day and cereal, right? You consume bread and toast. So your body has these defenses built in since almost birth, right? As soon as you can eat real food, you're eating a lot of this garbage stuff. The huge component of the elimination is what you find aside from just the black and white. Okay, beans are not good for me. Bread is not good for me. Dairy. That's all well and good. But what you really learn is how your body reacts to things. You learn amazing things about your body. You learn absolutely amazing things about your body. That is priceless. It's absolutely priceless. Understanding the feeling and experiencing the feeling. Experiencing the feeling of this type of indigestion, of this acute inflammation, of this stomach distress, of the bloating, the migraines, the exhaustion. It's the feeling. It's what you don't expect to learn. It's what you don't expect to learn. It's what you don't expect to experience. Most of you that have done the elimination diet, I guarantee in the comments, you were shocked. You were absolutely shocked the first time. Shocked the first time you ate something that you used to eat all the time and it blew you up and you felt like crap. I bet you were absolutely shocked. I bet you were shocked. I bet you were just taken back. You had no idea it was going to hit you like that. You went to some party or something and you just tried the salsa or something and you had something with tomatoes and you're allergic to nightshades or something and you didn't have tomatoes for 2 months, or you didn't have dairy, you decided to have a little bit of ice cream. And just the reaction that your body had from completely eliminating it for so long, all of a sudden you came back. It's not the fact that dairy was bad for you, because you probably assumed you lost some weight. So you already knew that dairy, okay, you got rid of dairy and you lost some weight, right? You got rid of dairy. Let's say you lost 10 pounds. Oh, I got rid of dairy. I lost 10 pounds. I feel great. That is one kind of learning. You learned like from trial and error. But the amazing thing is when you add that back in and you feel what it does. You feel the difference of what dairy actually does. You feel what bread does. You feel what eggs do. Whatever it is for you. Not everyone reacts the same way. Not everyone acts the same way. Not everyone reacts the same way to every food. That's the individualized nature. Everyone's different. Everyone's going to react differently. That's why it's important to do this test, because you're an individual. I want to take a couple questions and comments. I used to drink milk from cows straight from the vat. Your bosses, jeez. Here we go. So on a side note from that, the actual feeling, here's what I mean. There's a difference between the analytical, okay, this is good, that is bad, and then the feel of something, actually applying it and feeling firsthand, this food is bad for me, really feeling the reaction. So yesterday I told everyone, remember I said less is more, pick one exercise or pick two exercises. Remember it was like pick one and just do that the entire time. So did anyone do that? I think I saw a couple people that mentioned they did the challenge, and I wanted to make sure I got out my nutrition content for this episode before I took some of these questions. So Rachel's on Instagram says, took your advice from yesterday, did inclined PUs, I'm assuming push-ups, because I can't do regular ones yet. Sets of 10 to 12 to failure. You've been teaching me less is more. The fact that simplicity reigns supreme. When you go for things and you try to whittle things down and filter them down to the lowest common denominator, just like math class, when you filter things down and you simplify them, it makes a lot more obvious how hard you're training or what your volume is like or how your body, like you have to apply these things. You have to do an elimination diet to really understand how your body reacts to foods. You have to do some of this simple type training. You have to take this information and apply it. You can't just listen and say, oh, that's great advice, and not do anything about it. It's all about taking action. It's all about taking action. And it goes back to the elimination and also the diet soda conversation that we had at the beginning with that stupid ass post I saw on Instagram earlier. There were people in the comments that were talking about YOLO, right? You only live once. I don't understand why that is a driving factor. That is the biggest fucking bullshit excuse, that YOLO crap. It gives everyone the excuse to be violently disrespectful and extremely unhealthy all the time. Every day someone is out there hashtagging YOLO and treating their body like absolute garbage. The thing that everyone wants to ignore is the fact that they're going to have issues. You're going to be dealing with cancer. You're going to be dealing with heart disease. You're going to be dealing with diabetes. You're going to be dealing with osteoporosis. You're one of the people that you're going to deal with the consequences. Maybe not now, but in 20, 30, 40 years. Absolutely. And it sounds so far away, and in many perspectives it is. But if you only live once, what does that have to do with anything? It should be the opposite, right? I think it's completely the opposite. If you only live once, shouldn't you be taking the best care of your body? Shouldn't you be making the best decisions? Shouldn't it be completely the absolute polar opposite is to do whatever the fuck you want? It should be the opposite. You have to care for things. You have to be careful. Fuck, it's the opposite. It's the absolute opposite. You need to take care of what you got. You can still enjoy your life. I mean, come on. You have to eat garbage to enjoy. Forget about it. And you do the elimination, you're going to really see how much damage you're doing. Amanda, I joined Swolenormous X 2 weeks ago, and I'm doing the elimination diet now. My thing was bread. I thought it was okay because I only bought organic or sprouted. I'm not sure I want to introduce it back in 6 weeks. I feel more energized. My bloating is gone and no more brain fog. I also have my morning coffee and nothing but water the rest of the day. I now very much enjoy yoga after doing it with you. I had no idea how relaxed and amazing I would feel. Thank you. You're welcome. That's awesome. Yeah, you don't have to reintroduce it back. You don't have to. If you feel great without it and you're confident that and that's very common to have the bloating and brain fog from grains. If you feel good without it, then don't add it back in. I never eat it. I never eat grains and bread. When I have a sweet potato, my body fucking loves sweet potatoes. I can't tell you how much my body just absolutely just freaking loves sweet potatoes. My body absolutely loves sweet potatoes. Whenever I have sweet potatoes, I just pumped. I get leaner. I have more energy. That's the game changer for me. Because every once in a while, if I don't cook them, I just get lazy and I'll have less carbs and I feel flat. But when I have sweet potatoes, it's a game changer for me with my grass-fed beef, my healthy fats. On point. I love it. I don't like junk food. I haven't had it in 3 years. A year or two ago, I was doing some, I used to cheat a little bit more. I used to only have Sour Patch Kids, right? I'll have it like before my workout or right after. Yeah, I would just slack on that. But then, I just got tired of even doing the little bit I wasn't eating a ton of them. It made for some good content. It was kind of funny. Sour Patch Kids, and a lot of people do that, but you don't need that shit. You just got to eat better. Even the little I was doing, it just feels so much better when you go completely clean. Just completely clean. Like I have no cravings for it. When you're eating the right foods, really, when you're eating enough quantity, you're getting the calories in, and you are eating the right foods, you don't crave that shit. You don't. You think you will, you won't. If you're craving it, you're just still not out of the woods yet. You still haven't cleared out your gut bacteria. You still haven't reset your body. If you're having cravings, it's because you're just not doing it long enough yet. You haven't been eating healthy long enough yet. You're not out of the woods, right? Yeah, energy is huge. It's how you feel. What up, Beesh? What's going on, Zach? I'm late, but I still made it, Beeshes. Yeah, you did, bro. Yeah, you did. It's much easier. It's much easier than people think. You're cutting bad foods out. You're cutting very commonly bad foods out. You're making better decisions. It's more of a mind game. It's more of training and getting used to cooking different foods and different tastes and different textures. Well, fucking get used to it. Grow the fuck up. You're an adult. Fucking get over it. But I like my pizza. But I like my milk. I always have. What am I going to put in my coffee? Stop whining like a little bitch. It's fucking annoying. Then don't get better results. Then don't lose weight. Don't build muscle. Don't feel better. I don't fucking care. This is the information. It's been I don't want to say it's been proven because this is the way to do it. Everyone says so. Everyone that does it finds something. Then tell me why would that not be the truth? And you have to find your truth. You have to do it and see which ones are best for you. You might find you don't react terribly to something your friend does. Okay, so you can eat that in some moderation. Just because you might not blow up from grains doesn't mean that it's doing your body good. Not only do you have to eliminate and figure out what foods are destroying your body, you got to figure out which foods maximize your performance, maximize how you feel. Equally important to which foods treat you poorly, which foods actually make you feel better. When you have these certain foods that everything improves as a result. That's extremely important too. You need to figure out which foods your body responds best to. That way you can up the ante on those. Dom on YouTube. I think it's so easy while my friends and siblings think it's hard. A lot of people want to make it seem hard. Those are excuses. Those are excuses. People say it's hard because they want someone to cry. They want to commiserate. They're complaining and they want someone to complain too. And if you hear their complaints and you say, "Yeah, I know it's so hard. Oh man," then you both can, go put your arms around each other and go cry in a fucking corner because no one else gives a shit. That's what human beings do. They want to make an excuse and they want to find other people that make the same excuse so they can have a little bit of a team and a little bit of an association, right? A little community of people that are all making the same excuse so that it validates that bullshit. It validates that bullshit. It validates that excuse. That's what was going on that Instagram page. That's exactly what was going on. I'll have to look for that. It's exactly what was going on. Everyone chiming in. That's why I love this page. Yeah, right on. I can't wait I love my diet, Dr. Pepper. Get the fuck out of here, you idiots, right? Idiots, stupid people responses. And then every time someone commented, that's bullshit or this is the worst post I've seen, someone else, there'll always be one or two, pseudo fake wannabe moderators that would respond to every single negative post, shooting it down. Well, where's your study? Well, where's this? It's like, shut up. You need someone to tell you. You need someone in a white jacket to tell you. You need some fucking dude in a white jacket, right? Like a coat, lab coat, to tell you that soda is bad for you. That diet soda is bad for you. You need someone they're the ones making the fucking diet soda. You jabroni, right? The scientists are the ones that are making the damn shit. They're getting paid to make aspartame. They're getting paid to produce high fructose corn syrup. They're getting paid to make soda taste like fucking pizza. You want pizza soda? I'm sure you do, fat ass. They'll make it for you. They'll make it taste like anything you want because they know exactly what chemicals to put in that will hit the right taste bud that will make your brain think you're eating a certain food, or you're drinking pizza, or you're drinking spaghetti and fucking meatballs. That's all it is. People wanting to make excuses and wanting to go cry in a corner together and get the support from other lazy ass fucking people. Shitty people like to surround themselves with shitty people or bring people down to their shitty level. Jennifer Allen on Facebook, I get such flack at work from my coworkers about my healthy eating habits and elimination diet. Every day they tease me while they eat cheese fries and I eat my turkey and spinach. I shrug and just enjoy my results. That's so fucked up, right? It's so fucked up. So many of you have to deal with that. How many of you watching right now have to deal with the teasing, right? And people making fun of you. Just ignore it. They're jealous. They're jealous that you have ambition. They're jealous. They're just trying to they want you to tell them it's okay. They want to, I don't know. It's like that fear, and that fear of taking action and that absolute laziness. It's like racism, right? It's like that fear, back in the day in the South, the Ku Klux Klan and shit. People are afraid of what they don't know. So they turn it into hate and they get into a mob mentality and all that bullshit. It still happens today, right? All over the place in many different ways, in many different countries. It's human nature. It's human nature. It's human nature to act like that. Mob mentality. And we get this mob excuse mentality. We get this mob excuse mentality where everyone wants to surround themselves with other people that they can cry to, that they can complain to. This didn't work out for me. Oh, but it's so hard to stay on a diet. No, it's not. Not if you're eating the right fucking foods. If you're eating 100-calorie Weight Watcher bullshit, of course, because you're hungry. You need real food. If you need real fucking food, of course you're going to be hungry. If you're always hungry on your quote diet, you're not eating the right shit because you're not getting the right nutrients and your body is starving. And a lot of those low calorie foods are nutrient void. So you're eating less calories of nutrient lacking food. So of course you're going to be fucking hungry. You're going to be extremely hungry. It honestly sucks to deal with. They view us as abnormal for not wanting ice cream and soda. I agree. I love having watermelon. Have fruit. Have in-season fruit. It's delicious. When you eat the right foods, fruit actually tastes sweet, believe it or not. You don't need sugar. You don't need added crap. You don't need candy. You don't need sweetened sodas. When you stop eating that stuff for a few weeks at least, it tastes super sweet and you feel sick. People think I'm weird for eating real fucking food. They don't think you're weird. They just don't want to do it themselves. One big circle jerk. No doubt, Jack, for sure, on Twitch. Abso-fucking-lutely. My friend Ogden. Oh, often. I was like, your friend's name is Ogden? Ogden, that's a hell of a name. My friend says, oh, I can have this because I don't hate myself. I'm like, wrong. You clearly do hate your body, and I'm the one who does not hate themselves. What? So your friend says that because he or she is eating junk food because he doesn't hate, or he or she doesn't hate themselves? Yeah. That's an excuse. They're making what? You're eating healthy, so you're punishing yourself? No, you're eating. That's so stupid. It's always remarkable how dumb people are. I have a coworker making remarks, quote, damn, you're already eating at 8 a.m. Every time I see you, you're eating. You have any idea how often I've gotten that? Just bringing big vats of like grass-fed beef and sweet potatoes to work, like huge containers all the time. I didn't even hear it anymore. I mean, I just did my thing, get amazing results. I mean, Everyone's going to want the body that you have, and they're going to be like, well, how'd you do that? Well, the shit that you were making fun of me for 5 years. Yeah, it actually does work when you fucking apply it. Luckily, everyone I work with loves what I do when it comes to my meal prep. I use the opportunity to educate them. I've been able to influence them to willingly change their diet. It's not an overnight story of success. It's progress every day. I agree, Rhett. Some people are very receptive to it. You have to lead by example. Like, really do not try to convince people. You can't convince people. Just do your thing and let them ask you questions, and then you can educate them. You have to be passive about it. You have to lead by example because people are stuck in their ways. Elimination diet is going well. Good for you, Dean. Never thought I would cut out dairy, but feeling great. If you're interested about the coffee, I have a little, it's in my highlights on my Instagram page if you want to check that out. It's grass-fed butter, MCT oil, and fresh coffee. Coming close to putting my friend in a rear neck choke. Nice. Any advice for proper bicep curls for pains on the inside of the elbow? Yeah, you got to stop doing bicep curls and start working on your forearm extensors. Doing some eccentric training. Look up Therabar. If you're all members, I'm gonna be sending out a message. I wanted to do it yesterday, but the Daily Swole Club, I'm gonna send out a video and a link to some of these products on Amazon, so you guys can pick them up. If you have any medial or lateral epicondylitis, elbow pain, tennis or golfer's elbow, got some great exercises for you. Some great little rehab and preventative. Because I'm sitting here all day doing the same thing. It's repetitive movement. It's lack of balance and strength, and you get more friction and more tension on one side of the joint. You get inflammation, and then it hurts. And then it hurts when you're fucking curling and lifting a coffee cup. It can get really bad. So, I've cured it myself. So I'll if you're not you're watching on Instagram, make sure you go over on my Facebook page. So after this live cast, go on my Facebook page, Chris, and send me a message. Just send my page a message, and you'll get an automated response. And I'll tell you how to join the Daily Swole Club. It's just clicking a button, and you'll get on a VIP mailing list. And the next video I'm going to send out is going to be about one or some of the methods. I might actually do a longer breakdown on YouTube and then just link it and do like kind of like a abbreviation. That way I can put the whole video and get you guys checking that out. But I'll also send a link to where you can get what I get on Amazon. It's like little devices that can help strengthen those muscles to take the pressure off the elbow. Have I ever had beef heart before? Not straight. I haven't had straight beef heart, but in my grass-fed beef, it's like 5%. I have like 5 or 10% beef heart mixed in. I don't mix it in myself. It comes that way, but I've never had it straight. Me. Hand cycling kills elbows. Yeah, and you need your elbows healthy, Kirsty. So yeah, I'll post that up. Yeah, you're welcome, Chris. Yeah, just message me on Facebook and you'll see. If anything, just DM me here, but you should, and then you'll see the message. You'll be on the list, and then just make sure you join and get that initial response. Hayden on Instagram. When I got past eating for taste and started eating for results, my body has had nothing but positive outcomes. That is one of the biggest points that I always like to make. So I'm glad you brought that up, Hayden. If you eat, food is a tool. I've done videos on this before, of course. Food is a tool. Food is a tool. It's not for entertainment. It's for energy. It's for satisfaction. It's for nutrients. And when you remove the emotion from your food, when you remove the emotion from the diet, when you remove, your emotional attachment to food, and you look at it as a tool, okay, I need to eat these things in order to get a result. You fall in love with certain foods that you never thought you could love, not because you love the taste, because you love the results that they give. People always ask me, man, you must love sweet potatoes. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care about the consistency. I don't care about the taste. I don't. I've adapted to it. I don't even think about liking it. I just eat it. I know that sounds so foreign and shocking to so many of you, but how do you think you get in enough calories? How do you think you get in enough of the right foods? You fucking eat it. It goes in your face hole. If you need to eat it, you fucking eat it. You chew it, you swallow it, and you move on with your day. If you want results, you do the tool. Right? If you want a bigger chest or bigger arms, you got to curl more. You got to do those exercises more. And if you need to eat the right foods more, then eat the right foods more. You can't be separating what you like to eat and what you don't like to eat. If your body reacts well to it, if it's good for you, you don't have any allergies or inflammation from it, and it's a cleared food after doing the elimination, and it's and you've tried it, you don't like it, but your body feels good when you then fucking eat it. Suck it up. Suck it up and stop complaining about the taste or the texture. Then blend it, then bake it, toast it, soak it. It doesn't matter. Get it in. Get it in. I eat my sweet potatoes like an ice cream cone. I bake them, wrap them in a paper towel, I walk the dog, and I fucking eat a potato. I get people looking at me when I walk into stores eating a sweet potato like an ice cream cone. I don't give a shit. If it's my time to eat, I eat. And I eat what I need to eat. I don't care about the taste. It just so happens I love the taste of the food I eat, shockingly enough, because my body adapts great to it. I eat real food. So there's no surprise why I actually love the food that my body reacts well to. I also love the results. I feel good and how I look and just everything feels great. So yeah, I eat it. It's a tool. It's what I do to achieve this result. If I don't care how I look, then I'm going to slack on that. If I don't care how I feel, then I'm going to slack on that. But if you respect your body, you're doing it for the right reasons, you've done an elimination, you're aware of what's good and bad, then you're just being an immature idiot if you're not eating those foods. If you consciously know that certain things cause you real damage, diarrhea, fucking bowel distress, if you have any kind of issues, if you know heart disease, diabetes, metabolic syndrome, all these things run in your family, you are a certified idiot. You're absolutely a tard in every sense of the word if you consciously approach your diet haphazardly. You are consciously killing yourself and you're just wasting yourself away. You can YOLO all you want. I'm going to YOLO right past you when you're fucking 60 and in a wheelchair and on diabetes medication and you're on statins and all this fucking crap that your doctor's going to push down your throat. While you're in that situation, I'm going to be going to the gym, still getting my pump on because I eat the right shit. And I might have, who knows, right? Life is long, things happen, genetics, we don't know everything. Maybe in 40 years, I'll have cancer for who knows? Maybe it's, who knows? Who fucking knows? Anyone that says, yeah, well, we're all going to die from something. Yeah, we're all going to die. But I guarantee the path that I'm on and that most of you are on is going to be a much more physically active and a much more vibrant life. It's all about the end game. It's all about extending this, making the most of it. I want to be doing this for the next 50, 60 years. You can't do that by overloading your body and crushing and doing powerlifting until you're 70. You're going to be the person limping around the gym with a bad back, with bad knees, with bad this. Start doing your yoga, your mobility. Stop bulking, in your 40s. Stop trying to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Like your body, it's not healthy to just bulk. It's important to follow what makes you happy. It's also important to understand the consequences of your actions. And it's not so much that you have a bad meal or a soda today. And let me make that perfectly clear. You're not going to destroy yourself by having a soda today. If any of you have a diet soda, you might think it's gross. It's not going to kill you. Of course not. You're not going to have it and just die. But it's these bad habits that you don't notice are so consistent. If I do the math right there, it's crazy, right? If I say 3 sodas, how many of you think that's a lot? Or when you were drinking soda, you're probably having it every day casually and you didn't think twice about it. Think about 3 sodas a week, like I did the math earlier. 3 sodas, 3 cans of Diet Coke a week, or regular Pepsi, whatever the hell you drink. 3 cans a week. Do the math. 52 weeks times 3. Okay? What is that? 156. Am I right on that? 52, 50, yeah. All right? Doesn't matter. And then you multiply that by years. So chances are you're having more than 3 a week. So 150, 200 times 10 years, 1,500, 2,000, that number starts getting really big. Yeah? So if you're having 2 or 3 or 4 a week and you add that for 20 years, all right? 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 10,000. Not to mention that most people that are having 3 or 4 sodas a week, don't don't think that they're eating everything perfectly and just having 3 or 4 sodas a week. They're having the soda, then they're having other sugars, they're having processed foods, they're having processed carbs, right? They're having, candy and ice cream and breads and all the other stuff, because if you're drinking 3 or 4 sodas that frequently, you're making other poor decisions as well, guaranteed. And then you start having 20,000 pieces of bread, and then this and this. So you just compound, and all those things add up over the course of 10, 20, 30 years. And it's absolutely no shocker whatsoever that people have issues, because you're not just drinking 3 or 4 sodas a week. I know, Michelle, on Facebook, people drink 3 sodas a day easily. A Diet Coke for lunch, a Diet Coke for dinner. People drink a bottle, 2 liters. I'm just saying, add that up. There are some people that drink 2 a day. Okay, 2 a day, 14 a week. I mean, do that math. 14 times 52 times 20. Yeah. And that's only the soda. That's only the fucking soda. That's only the fucking soda. I love you too, Sierra, on YouTube. I missed that comment, but I love you too. I caught that. Just think of how much that is. How it's ungodly. That's ungodly amounts of soda. It's absurd amounts of soda. Fucking insane. It's fucking insane. Joanne Mary, love that. When I need to eat, I eat, and I eat what I need to eat. Don't give a fuck. Yeah. I know colleagues at work lining up 4 cans to get them through a shift. Right. So you have diet soda, then you have Monsters, and then you have the Starbucks coffee, the Frappuccino with all the sugar. I'm literally, it's endless. And my point is, we're just talking about 1 can or 2 cans or 3 cans a week. There's other people that are doing multiple a day, plus the soda, plus the breads, plus the milks and the sugar, all the other stuff on top of that. Because if they're drinking soda, they're not eating a lot of healthy stuff. Joanne on Facebook, finally convinced my partner, who is 58, to start doing yoga. He has trained hard martial arts for over 30 years and does very little stretching. Really? He now drives a truck all day, and sitting combined with the intense training is destroying his body. So after much persuasion, I finally have him doing a small 20-minute flow a day. That's a game changer for him. He's going to feel so much better. He's going to feel so much better. Doesn't soda mess with the same part of your brain as drugs like crack? Yeah, I mean, sugar, dopamine. I don't follow all the science of it too much, because it's not necessary. Right? It's not necessary to understand or to follow all the details to know it's bad. Like, I don't care. I'm not drinking that shit. It's not real fucking food. Who cares? Oh, well, it lowers this or ups that. But yeah, why wouldn't it? Addictive personality, addictive properties in the brain creates pathways that need that kind of like that refueling, to trigger that happiness, right? That rush. Is hummus all that it's cracked up to be? Nah, chickpeas can give people problems. But you'd have to see if you're eating it or see how your body reacts to it. But that's why an elimination is so powerful, because you can actually isolate and see what's best and what's worst for your body. What's best and what's worst. Worst. Yeah. So good shit, fam. I wanted to get that across. I had that submission. Next time, I'm going to pay more attention. So here's what we can do now, because you don't necessarily know exactly what my topic's going to be. But especially on Instagram, that'd be super cool. So if you find some shit on Instagram, someone made a post, let's fucking go after him. Let's call him out. Facebook, send me a link, send me a message. And if it's something good, I'll bring it up on the show. We'll do a topic on it if it applies. But I could also bring up the image on the live cast, not on Instagram, but on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, YouTube. I'd say YouTube already. Whatever other platforms I'm on. Everywhere I'm on, I'll bring it up, and then we can take a look at it. Yeah, lead by example, Rhett. Talking about your kids, and yeah, it's all about leading by example, but use your common sense, people. Use your common sense. Use your common sense. I know the phrase common sense isn't common. But I mean, come on. I know it's not common, but like a little bit, like a helping fucking hand. A helping hand. Like give yourself a good opportunity. Give yourself a break. Do it for your body. At least try it. If you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, I'm not doing the elimination diet. That's too hard. Fuck that shit. Try it. Try it. It's a few weeks out of your life, and it can be the difference between getting your results and seeing changes that you never thought you could. Try it, fam. Come on. What have you got to lose? Nothing. You got everything to gain. I promise you. I promise you. Everyone here that's saying and preaching all these amazing things about the elimination, they're not just fucking blowing smoke. They're saying it because they've done it and they want to share that. And most of the people watching should really, most of you watching, you want results. You're here for the right reasons. We're talking health and fitness, longevity. You have the right mindset. If you haven't done it yet, you're missing out. You are missing out. If you're listening to the podcast, if you're watching, you're missing out if you're not taking advantage of this information. It's free information. I've done so much content on this already. And it's all about leading you to how you can figure out what's best for yourself. And it's 100% free. Proper nutrition nowadays is more about what you're eliminating rather than what you're adding. It's more about what you're getting rid of, because it's all the other temptations, all the things that are added, all the things that you're being subjected and exposed to. It's getting rid of that shit. Getting rid of the dairy, getting rid of the grains, eliminate. That's what it's all about. What's the worst that can happen? I agree, Richard. Instagram is going to shut off. I'll restart it in a second. So just join again, fam. I'm going to edit right now. So let's take a couple more questions. What's the worst that can happen? Ava on Facebook, do you season your food? Have you found that certain seasonings can affect you too? Yeah, certain seasonings can. Things like red peppers and those types of things. I'm very basic. I'll do salt, like sea salt, Celtic sea salt. I'll do some ground pepper and garlic. I'm very basic with my seasonings. I suggested the elimination to a few friends and has helped the ones that have tried it. Of course, it's getting rid of garbage food. And the elimination, in part, is why you'll see a lot of people that get such great results from any kind of diet. Of course, if you go on if you're eating crappy and you decide, hey, I'm going to eat healthy now. Let me try the paleo diet. Let me try keto. Oh, I went vegan. I lost X amount of weight. Of course, if you're doing any of these things, all of a sudden, the whole idea behind these concepts, whether it's paleo, keto, whatever it is you're getting rid of a lot of the crap. You're not eating these foods. You're paleo, you're not eating grains. You're not eating, this. You're not drinking soda or candy. If you're doing keto, you're cutting out a lot of carbs. And where are a lot of carbs? Sugar, bread, pastas, grains, milk, sodas, all these things. Of course, you're going to lose weight. So people do this, they crash because you could still be eating inflammatory foods in these diets. An elimination diet is something that is even keel neutral. It's not about the macros. It's about what you're eating, what you are eating. Richard, I was a huge Instagram watcher, but Facebook is way better sound quality. If you want the best audio and video, not to mention you get the live chat feed where you can see everyone's comments on every platform. When I have guests, you're going to see like the picture-in-picture, and I'll do the video. So those are on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and now I also added Periscope back. So I'm multi-streaming, so it's all the best audio. So if you're on Instagram, you're getting fan. Instagram is just through the cell phone, so that's why it might be echo or background noise. So if you want the best audio, you want the mic and this shit, and the high definition video, you got to go on those other platforms. So I'm more than happy to keep doing Instagram, but when I have guests on the show, you're not going to hear it. You're not going to hear them talking. So that's a downside of Instagram. So I won't be broadcasting on those days. How do I see your live notifications on IG? You got to go in the top right corner, the 3 buttons. Hit those 3 buttons on my page once you go to my page and click turn on notifications. Yeah, you switched. Good. Yeah, Facebook is great. Twitch is great. Twitch is also fantastic. YouTube is great. All those feeds should probably be the same. I think Twitch is the best quality. Twitch is probably going to be the best quality. They should be pretty much the same. But I think Twitch is going to be the most pure. Or at least it was until I started doing all the multi-streaming. So now Papa Swoleo stepping up the game, stepping up the podcast gains. So fam, I will be sending out some more information. Remember, if you want to get on the Daily Swole Club list, I do want to make that video for YouTube. So when I do send that out, I will provide in the Daily Swole Club, I will provide a link or links to the products that I use on Amazon that I got for the forearm strengthening. So you can check that out and look into it. I want to demonstrate it first. It helped my tendonitis, both sides. My when I had it on the lateral portion and when I had on the medial portion, so inside my elbow and outside. So both forms of epicondylitis were cured by these techniques. Better angle that luscious beard. I like your style, Richard. You can stay. I like that. I like that. Is there a place in Swolenormous X to buy shirts and other merch? The shirts are actually, now is the time to do that because all the campaigns currently are going to be disappearing and they're going to be limited offers. So now is the time to jump on the gear while it's all still available, and you can check that out, swolenormousapparel.com. So those campaigns are soon to be closed down, so it's going to be harder to access those shirts. I'm going to do some new styles and some individual campaigns, and that's another reason why to get on the Daily Swole Club messenger list. So send me a message on Facebook, and you'll get the instructions on how to join, because I'll do some special releases for the Daily Swole Club members and for members of the private Swolenormous X community. That way, I can make some more custom styles. All right, so now is the time to go check that out, swolenormousapparel.com. Last licks at the gear as current. Yeah, go check it out. swolenormousapparel.com. Solo in Telemundo. Let's see. All right, no, I need the gear. Go get it. Go get it, Mickey. It's there. It's still available. But I'm going to do some more, I'm going to do some different runs and some different styles. So kind of like one-offs. I'm inspired to do some unique stuff, but it's going to be like, special campaigns, boom shakalaka, different phrases and, logo styles and stuff like that. Oh, wow. It's getting hot in here. Shit. Does anyone know, if you know of a really silent fan, and I'm talking like silent, a silent fan. My air conditioning is too loud, so I turn it off when I do the podcast, but it gets hot and my fan's too loud. A really silent fan, like some circulation that's going to be quiet. Daddy needs. Or I need like this cooling pad or something like that. So a Dyson, I'm not spending $400 on a fucking fan. Those things are so overpriced. I heard someone mention that before, but they said it was louder than they thought it would be. So, if you have experience with it, if you've actually used one and it really is quiet, I'm open to it. But every time they make something, it looks fancy and just overpriced. All right, like $400 fan. Fuck you, Dyson, and your weird little rollerball vacuum. I saw this one video on YouTube where it compared, a $400 vacuum with a $20 vacuum, and they both, two people would vacuum some dirt, and a lot of times, it wasn't that much different. Yeah. Dyson, everyone's saying Dyson. Yeah, they have them at Best Buy. I know. Aren't they really expensive, though? Aren't they really, really, really expensive? Maybe I can find one on Craigslist or OfferUp or Facebook. Maybe I can find someone getting rid of one, trying to make a quick buck, getting rid of their overpriced fan. Maybe Papa Swole can sweep in. Yeah, my fan's been handed down, who knows, from I have a fan over here on the ground that literally is a type of thing that they don't make anymore because it could probably kill a child. It's like this metal little beast. It's this big and it's just so heavy. When you turn it on, it's like, it sounds like a World War I just fucking helicopter. Not a helicopter, they didn't have helicopters then. But it just sounds like a motor, like an old metal, just, but man, it blows air. And I'll tell you what. They had him in the hospital, a big circle, but it did work. Man, worth the money. I'm going to have to actually go and turn it on and see it in person. Like someone said, they have them at Best Buy. I might have to, if I see it in person, I can see for myself. Nah. Or I can get a quieter air conditioner. I think a Dyson fan is a lot cheaper than getting a new AC unit that doesn't go. But this place isn't designed originally for podcasting. A 10-inch Dyson, 5-star rating, $249. Fuck that shit. I'd rather get some equipment. I'd rather sweat my balls off. All right, so fuck that. Papa Swole's birthday is coming up. If everyone in the community wants to pitch in $1, donate $1 for Papa Swole's fans so my balls don't sweat anymore. They probably will still. I got sweaty balls all the time. all the time. P51 must, they're not as expensive now. I bet there's probably competition. Maybe they have like a cheap Chinese knockoff, a Dyson a fan. You want a Dyson? It's going to cost you $400. You want a Dyson? It's a $199. Dyson is great, but still kind of loud. See, I fucking knew it. I knew it. Okay, I will give. Yeah, are we going to do the Papa Swolio, the Papa Swolio fan fund? Hey, I'm totally down for doing that and giving some perks for that. Do like a Kickstarter. Help Papa Swolio not have sweaty balls. Donate $5 and get like, I'll do it, donate $50 and get a personal phone call or personal thank you, or your ceiling fan on low won't work. If you would believe it, I haven't tried that since I started podcasting. I think it might be kind of loud. I'll try it, but I think that's going to be a little bit annoying. If you're watching on Instagram, it's going to be like spinning. It's going to be creepy. I'll try it. I think last time I had it on, it was a little bit loud. Gold Bond is cheap. Have you ever been to Florida? Gold Bond, that doesn't fucking work. What if you put some sound dampening material in your room to help kill? No, doesn't work. I have soundproofing all over the walls. No, it's loud. The unit's loud. Yeah, I mean the sound dampening just helps a little bit with the audio reflection, but it's this mic has an extremely low noise floor. This mic is known for like you need to boost it a lot, so it eliminates a lot of the side noises, but still, it's way too loud. And take an extra $2 out of my subscription next month. I will. I'm just, look, I'm all about upgrading and stuff. A fan is, I don't know. Well, I have a ceiling fan. I do. I'll try it. Maybe some WD-40. Can you imagine if it was that simple? Just quiet. What if that works? That'd be awesome. Yeah, maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll try that. I'll see if I get some echo and some feedback. Exactly. On Instagram. Gold Bond turns to toothpaste here in Florida. I'm telling you, who wants toothpaste on their ball sack? I throw $1 or $2 towards the Cure Papa Swolio Sweaty Nuts campaign. You know what? Maybe I'll have I'll get like some kind of like a good thing on like a web page where it's like the sweaty nut-o-meter, and like 0 will be really sweaty, and like all the way at the top when the funds have been reached is completely cool and dry. And then as the donations add up, it gets closer to like the dry balls. Wear a kilt. Men in kilts don't get sweaty ball bags. True. I'm not wearing pants though right now. I'm just sweating all over the ball. I'm about to slide off. I'm just kidding. I'm wearing pants. I wear pants. I always wear something on the bottom when I do the show because I'm afraid I might look down and someone's going to see my piece in the reflection of my glasses or something. I'm always afraid of that. I've done that before. I've done like a Snapchat or an Instagram story, and I've like, right before I freaking posted, I'm like, oh, you can see my dick. Oops, delete that, redo it. GoFundMe page, fresh minty balls. All right, well, if this conversation didn't devolve completely, everyone's going to come into here and be like, oh, the nutrition hammer's sweet, and towards the end, it's going to be talking about fan and air on my balls. But fam, tomorrow, remember, stay tuned. Make sure you join the Daily Swole Club mailing list, VIP. Send me a message on my Facebook page, and you'll get the response that tells you, gives you a button to click. You'll be added automatically to the private list. I send little knowledge nukes during the week, and the next one's going to be a forearm kick. So I'll do a little demo. I'll make it really simple just so I get it up there because I'm really busy tonight, but I want to make sure. I've been saying I'll do it for a little bit. So I'll send you probably 2. I'll do one for this one item, and then tomorrow I'll do another one, or the next day. So I'll send that out tonight, so you can stay tuned for that. And some other new stuff. Those of you that are members of Swolenormous X, I have a couple things I want to talk about. For those of you in Swolenormous X, I have a couple little announcements to make and things I want to set up. So some good things coming for this week. I'm excited. And tomorrow, there's going to be more sick fucking games. Like, the content's going to go through the roof. So I'm really excited with some of the stuff. I'm just going to let it be a surprise. I'll let it be a surprise. So make sure you turn your notifications on. Wherever you watch, turn your notifications on. Make sure you're watching live on YouTube, Facebook. If you're watching on Twitch, Periscope, you'll get the full screen, all the embedded, all the live chat. Super cool. And looking forward to some of the other content and guests and stuff this week. So I'll see you tomorrow, fam, for 775. Stay tuned for all the latest updates on all my pages. Turn on those notifications. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, and Pimpcast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce, Magoose, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh. Out, 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 out. Later, guys. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Laters.